Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. I hope that you enjoyed the video yesterday of Dragon where we did the full in-depth breakdown. Check that out if you haven't yet. Today we're going to continue with more gameplay of Dragon. Today's video is going to have 4 games again. This time a Black Yellow Luffy player, 2 Blue Doflamingo players, and then 1 Yamato player to finish up. 1 Green Yellow Yamato player. Just like I explained yesterday and as you saw in yesterday's video. All in aggression. Do not let your foot off the pedal with this deck. That's all I gotta say. Just attack, 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 attack. And eventually, maybe you get there, maybe you don't, but at least you get to put as much pressure as possible. So, hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. And if you do, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're going against Luffy. Couldn't choose to go second. I mean, it's not a horrible hand, but I want to see if I get my Belo Bettys. Also, the dragons are not bad, I guess. We can grab the Sanji and at least be able to put pressure with Sanji this way. I'm just gonna attack, right? I think I just want to attack. I just want to put pressure into them. I know that the opponent will be able to get their Luffy ability sooner rather than later. But the longer I wait, the worse it's gonna get for me. So I think I just want to attack, 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 attack. Just be like attacking machine, right? I think I like this Ivankov over the other Ivankov, right? So we can go Ivankov for 5, put the 2 down on the Sanji. I guess we'll attack for 5 here, and then like attack. I guess if you want to use a little ability, it makes more sense to do Ivankov, but I don't want to have to give up the Lindberg from my hand. I'd rather just get the card from the 5 cups Ivankov from the top of my life, right? From the top of my deck. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think we'll attack for 5 and then we'll have like a big 9k attack. Unless we get something nicer here. That's actually not bad at all. That is actually not bad at all. Opponent has 6 down next turn, right? We're gonna go to 7. We're probably gonna play Kick Killer next turn. I think I want to develop as much as possible here. I don't care about that Garb. Because if the opponent's putting more down on that Garb to attack with later, that's better for us. So we go 5, and again, we go like a big attack here. But I mean, opponent just goes to 0, so I don't think it really matters. Maybe we can just keep that Sanji chilling here. Yeah, maybe we just go 5 here. And just play Ivankov. Do I want to put them at 1? They get a Luffy. Do I want to put them at 1? Do I want to put them at 1? Do I want to put... Sorry, do I want to put them at 0? I don't think I do, right? I think I just say okay and let them do their stuff. Like, this way they're going to have to... They have to spend 2 downs for another Flampe. Or, I mean, they have to spend 2 down for a Hiyori or a Flampe. And then still have to have 4 down to actually get their stuff in the trash. It also means that the opponent, right now, they don't have enough cards in their trash to actually get the double value from the Luffy. Okay, so that's fine. So what are you going to do? Just put that Luffy in... Okay, now I guess they have the Luffy. So they get rid of the Sanji. They go here. They put Luffy plus Luffy. But, yeah, interesting. You get 2 lives, but I can actually send those 2 back to the bottom of your deck. Interesting. If we go Karasu, we get this down to 6. And I like the Karasu to settle for next turn. That leaves me 3 down. And the 3 down... Well, technically, okay, so we go 4 for Karasu. We can go 8, 7, and 6. Or we can go 7, 7, 7, 7 3 times. I don't mind just forcing 2Ks out of their hand. Yeah, let's go like this. Yeah, we'll go here. We'll go 7. problem is this card. This card being able to kill Karasu kind of sucks, right? So let's just force 2k counters out of their hand, especially because they really gave me a Flampe and a Hiyori. Okay, so because the opponent decided to just try to save that Luffy, it's a little bit awkward now, actually. I guess we can go sits. Let's go sits, force a 1k, and then we'll go... I want to have a big attack with Lindberg. And I want to get rid of this Luffy. Okay. So then we go like this, choose this down, put it here, go here. And that's going to be a 2k 1k. All right, so cool. I mean, they have another Luffy here, right? So they can just put another Luffy. And I still get rid of the Karasu that way. But next turn is my dragon turn, right? So we're going to have a big attacker, even if the opponent goes up to 9 here. So they go Luffy, they're going to KO this guy. You have to KO this guy, and that lets you get a card. Yeah. And then you can kill another one. Eventually, we'll have this Luffy, right? To be able to get when they go to 0 life. They're probably going to stay at 1 here, right? That way they're kind of completely, quote-unquote, safe. But we start developing this dragon, and we start doing our shenanigans. Okay, so they are at 7. So we go here. Attack for 7, attack for 8, attack for 9. So we'll attack for 7, eat up a 1k. Attack for 8, eat up a 2k, and then attack for 9, eating up that Luffy. They can play the Luffy again. Now they can start doing their Gecko stuff, right? They can start doing the Gecko stuff by having this Luffy plus another Luffy. But if they're doing just Luffy stuff and not Sabo, I'm okay with that. Unless they just trash a Sabo here. Yeah, so they trash a Sabo. So yeah, so this is telling me... This smells to me like, hey, I'm setting up for... Like, hey, I'm setting up for a thing, right? I'm setting up for a Gecko. Alright, so let me think about this, right? If I just pass here, the opponent will have to play Gecko. They play a Luffy. And they'll have to do something else as well. I guess they play Gecko, they play both Luffys. Or Luffy plus Sabo. They activate the Luffy, then they get the Sabo. I think I need to attack anyways. I think I'd rather just take that card out of their hand. Let's just go like this and take that card out of their equation. Yeah. It sucks, but I think we have to do it this way. We get another dragon next turn, so we still have these big 9k attackers that can just push pressure. But this is gonna be their Gecko turn, right? So they're gonna put a Sabo and a Luffy. Or double Luffy, and they're gonna KO this. Oh wait, that's not Gecko. That is not Gecko. I guess you can just go all in to try to kill this dragon. That's not enough. Oh, they're gonna try to attack into me instead. Alright, cool. Because they have Sabo instead. Alright, so they have Sabo instead. They're 7. We can attack with 9, 9, and 11. So we go 9. That's 2 cards or the blocker. They have another Sabo now. So again, now they're setting up for the Gecko, right? But if I eat up all their cards right now, even with Gecko, it's not going to be enough because I'm going to have this Luffy be able to attack for 11. But I guess the point is probably going to have a 2k. Well, they have to have a 2k and a 1k, right? So you have to give me stuff here, my friend. Because you know this one is going to attack you for 11. Okay, so... I guess we'll go like this. And just let the opponent take the hit. Maybe they're trying to just kill us, but we have a lot of 2K counters, right? So I don't think I'm dying next turn. So Gecko here, they're gonna have 1 card left, right? So this is the thing. Luffy can attack for 11 through the Sabos. So if the opponent goes like... So they trash a Garp, they put Sabo and Luffy. They hit get... Okay, perfect. Perfect. So they have 0 cards, right? So Luffy is guaranteed to win us the game, unless they... Because the opponent even chose to not keep themselves at 1 life. Opponent gonna have 1 card, right? And 1 card is not enough to stop the Luffy 11k attack, because the opponent only got up to 9. So... Right? Am I missing something? 5 plus 5 is 11. I don't think I'm missing something. Yeah. 2 cards, 2 blockers. Yeah. Opponent knows. I think opponent knew exactly what was coming. So they only have 1 card, right? So again, they could at most go to 11, and we go to exactly 11 to be able to KO, to be able to just go through their life. And that's because the opponent chose to keep the Sabo alive last turn. Because for whatever reason, they wanted to have the Luffy this turn. They had 2 Sabos in the trash, didn't they? So they could have gone double Sabo this turn. But I guess they still would have just lost to the Luffy anyways. But I mean, yeah. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Doflamingo. I have the Belo Betty, so I kind of I'm tempted to keep this hand just because I like the search from Belo. Opponent, the problem in this matchup is that the opponent is able to just develop a lot of units and try to attack into our life. So I think I just have to go like super aggressive. I just have to go super aggressive, I think, right? So I'm able to go like attach 2 next turn with my leader, attack for 7, and then put the 2 down on the Belo Betty and do the stuff, right? Okay, well, I actually like the Karasu better than I like the dragon. Yeah, I think the Karasu is actually gonna be super impactful here. Yeah, so the opponent gets their stuff here. That's fine. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid of a pudding. But I don't think there's a lot that I can do about it, right? So we eat up a 2K, right? So that's the benefit of Karasu, right? It's forcing them to have to give me these 2Ks, which ends up being really nice for us. We can go... I hate this. I hate this, because I'm going to get hit by pudding here. I mean, I guess I have to just take it. Hit me. Give it to me. Okay, no, it's not pudding. It's not a pudding. And again, this is my problem, that I'm just gonna die here. Just gonna die here to taking so much damage. So we put 2 on Karasu, attack this, gets it down to 4. We attack for 5. Then we have 4 to play Ivankov. Put the 2 down on the Ivankov to then be able to summon the Lindberg and at least have this unit on the field. So I think this looks decent to me. Yeah, we'll go like this. Attack it for 5. I just need to develop units. Here. Oh, they gave me 2 cards there too. We'll go like this. Go here. And Lindberg or Inazuma. Let's get the Inazuma down. At least if a pudding comes down now. I mean, Gravity Blade will be a problem. But then that means that the opponent doesn't have anything else that they're playing, right? So the fact that they're attacking like this does tell me that there is a Gravity Blade that's about to come down into us, yeah. So let's force him to use it on this too and leave the Inazuma there. Play your Gravity Blade, I know you have it. Yeah, there you go, Gravity Blade, perfect. So, obviously the opponent's gonna be forced to block this guy. Like, do I have to like go all in on this? Like, do I go 7? I want to play this Ivankov. I can go 7. 5 and 5, I guess. But then the opponent's killing this with the Perona. 7, 5, and 5? Or do we just literally throw them this Luffy? I wanna get a unit here. I guess let's go like this first. Yeah, not the greatest. If I hit a Karasu, that would have changed things. I guess let's go here. Let's go 7. And let's force a double 2K. Opponent gave me... Okay, yeah, opponent gave me like multiple 1Ks earlier, so I can like almost think that they don't have the double 2K. This enables my kid now, so my kid is going to be able to put a lot of pressure. A second gravity blade. I just need to make sure I don't die, right? And this allows me to not like be able to play around the fact that I'm going to get some weird non-counter cards, I guess. There are 2 lives, right? So I just need to continue putting pressure. And with all the units that we have, it's not impossible. They have to get rid of this guy, right? So they go Perona first. So they're gonna just try to cheat stuff out with the Doffy. I might honestly die next turn. If I cannot finish the game. Opponent didn't have any... I mean, they lost a 2K counter as well, by the way. Because there was that one turn where instead of giving me a 2K, they gave me 2 1Ks. So their hand must be like really low counter value for them to be taking it this way. So they go second gravity blade. So there you go. That's the thing, that they just have all these gravity blades, right? We'll give them the 1 here. So if I take this 7, again, I'm in a position where I'm quote-unquote almost dying next time. This lets me attack for 7 here. I guess I could actually go 8. Well, if I attack for 7 here, I can then put the 2 here to go for 8, 10. Maybe it's not actually dragon. Maybe it's actually... The dragon does let me have a little bit more efficiency with the Dawn, I guess. Because I want to put more... I guess I can attack 9, 8. Let's go like this. I want to go 9. I want to go 9, 8, and 9. There's a chance that if the opponent goes to 0 here. So we have a 2K. Let's go 9. Opponent needs to go all in on killing me here. I need to defend 2 attacks. I probably just die, by the way, if the opponent puts their down correctly. Because the Peronas can actually attack into me. But the Perona does require 3 Dawn commitment. If I block this attack and this attack, the opponent's going to have a hard time getting there. So we have a 2K and 2 3Ks, right? And we just need to keep the Luffy in my hand, just in case that we need to play around like the blocker. So I think we give up the kick killers, although the kick killers are also pushing a lot more pressure than the Luffy is. And opponent hasn't shown me any blockers, but I don't want to have to deal with a potential blocker. They're probably thinking about their math to try to commit lethal here. Again, if they attack for anything that's a 7K, I can just counter. If they attack for an 8K, that's where it gets awkward because I'm going to have to over-counter. Oh, no way. So they just go... Okay, well, so they... I mean, I guess technically the Luffy is not lethal because I can go to 11 and the opponent could have 7, 9, 11, 12 if they had like 3 2Ks. But based on how their hand, based on how they've been playing the whole game, we know that they don't have that hand, right? So I think Luffy just wins us the game next turn. Maybe opponent plays a pudding here and we don't redraw a Luffy. But then if they do that, they're not killing this Ivankov. And if they play pudding, we can just put everything to my Luffy and just kill them anyway. So they need to have the blocker. They need to have the Doflamingo blocker here. Yeah, they need to have the Doflamingo blocker here. And I just press OK, right? I mean, so they play Dofi. 2K, 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 1K. Technically does win in the game, right? So I guess to guarantee that we... Again, I know that they don't have it. But to guarantee it, we should just do this, right? Yeah, they play Dofi. And even if they do have exactly the same counters here that they need, I can just attack with the rest of my units and just get there. I can also eat up the counters first by attacking for 5 and attacking for 6. Because again, the only way they beat the Luffy, yeah, so like we can go like... We can actually go like this. We can go for 7. And then play Luffy and attach everything to Luffy. Okay. Yeah, so then we just go like this. And that's the game. Yeah. Yeah, so... Unfortunately, I think opponent had to try to go for it, right? Opponent had to try to go for lethal, but I guess they opted not to play around the Luffy. We even had a non-counter card in our life. So I think opponent actually could have had lethal last turn, even with the hand that I had. But I understand. You had the blocker, you had the boa, so you had a way to stop 2 of my attackers. So I understand how that probably felt like decently safe for them to be able to actually survive. Especially if I'm not able to save this Ivankov. But even if they kill the Ivankov, we also had like this kick killers, right? So it would have been like a lot of damage into them. So in this match, we're going against Blue Doflamingo. All right, so that's kind of that's a cute triple dragon hand, but this hand is way too greedy right now. Obviously, wow, we got 2 more anyways. Ugh. This is not bad, at least, I guess. This is a tough part here. Like, I don't have anything to do for a while, so if the opponent hits me with pudding, that's gonna be a problem. Do I want to gift in this Ivankov? I'm gonna give it this Ivankov. It's kind of weird, but it's not like I have a lot of evolutionary cards anyways. And I'm just gonna play this Karasu. I guess I just play it now, right? I'll just play it now. Yeah, I'll just play it now. We'll give this the -5, and then we'll attack here. Then we'll pass. The problem here is that I can only get this up to 6 if I want to be able to play this Ivankov here. Next time we have 6 down, right? Okay. Interesting. I don't like this. I don't like what the opponent is doing here. I'm gonna keep myself low enough in cards. I know they have the Jinbe, they get to draw, whatever. I want to play this, even if it means... Do I actually want this Karasu to die then? Maybe we just go like this. Maybe we just go like this. Just get rid of the Dofi for now. Because I don't want it to swing into the Karasu next turn. Okay, well, nothing crazy here, unfortunately for us. I still probably just play it, right? I still probably just play it. And just pass. Just have a unit here in the field. Because next turn is going to be Dragon, right? So Dragon, we can give the Karasu the 2 rested Dawn, attack with the Karasu, and then transfer the 2 rested Dawn to any one of these units, right? But I guess I have to transfer it to Ivankov, right? To the Ivankov, yeah. We'll take 1. Opponent should just go Gravity Blade here, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm assuming that this is going to be a Gravity Blade. Especially if the opponent... Okay, wait. Oh, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so they're just going to stop this from attacking. Alright, still going to be Dragon then. Dragon. And I guess we just give the Dawn to the Ivankov. And then we can transfer it to the Koala. And just do the thing. I guess I can give the Dawn to the Dragon. And then give it here and just do the same thing. Okay. So we can just leave the Koala on the field, right? So we'll go like this. We'll give the 2 rested Dawn here. We'll attack the Jinbe for 7. That's going to force 2 cards out of the hand if they want to save it. Then we use my little ability, transfer it to Ivankov. Attack it for 8 if the opponent saves it. And then we have the 9 for the Weevil. Okay. We'll go like this. Let's go here. I guess we could have gone 5 and 6. You're gonna give me the 2 kit? Okay. And then we'll go like this. And we'll pass. Now, really weird because, like, opponent hasn't been using their leader ability at all, right? They just wanna... I mean, sure. This is really weird. We have a second Dragon, right? So I think we should be in a decent spot. If they attack with this Boa Hancock specifically, we should be good. Like, I wanted to attack one of my units instead. Okay. Question here is, do we actually go for the Dragon? Do we go for the Dragon? This is gonna go to 7. Once we can attack for 7 here and bring this down to 7. And then attack it with the Dragon himself. And potentially, I mean, I just don't want attacking to their leader. Is my annoying part here. So I think we go like this. See if the opponent gives me a card here. Okay, they didn't. So do we go 5-5 or do we just go like... Obviously, I want to keep the rest of my cards. I mean, these units are big, right? These units are big. The opponent's going to have to start dealing with them. I can transfer... yeah, we'll go like this. We'll go 5. We'll go 7 and we'll go 9. Go 7 here. Okay. Guess we'll just go 9. I'm so surprised that the opponent has chosen to give me so many of their cards. They're finally gonna have their leader ability, I guess, now that they found the Perona. Weird game. This Dragon is so good, though. I love this card. This card is so crazy. They need to kill Karasu. They go Gecko, so they get to add the Crocodile. They're gonna go here. Again, they get to summon a unit, right? So they're gonna go Jinbe, and they get to play the Weevil. Opponent has 2 Dawn, so they can go 10 here, which means that I actually kind of want to save that. Let's let the Karasu die. Here's my problem. Like, I don't even know that I can safely go after their units. Yeah, they're gonna... Okay, yeah, like, I cannot go after their units because the opponent can just, like, kill me next turn. That's the annoying part in this matchup. Opponent has 3 attacks next turn, 4 attacks, and we only have 1 life. Opponent has 3 lives. Ay. I mean, these attacks are for 9, right? So if we go 7, so if we go 7, and the opponent has a 2k, 1k, we kind of just screw, right? Does it ever make sense to play Karasu instead? No, I think if we're gonna commit for lethal, we have to just go for it. So 7. The opponent's gonna have way too many cards. I don't like it, but I also don't think I'm winning if I don't attack into their life. Like, I'm just losing next, and opponent has 3 attacks. I can only counter 1 out. The other 2 just kill me. Yeah, so I guess we'll go 7. But if the opponent blocks at 7, I just lose. So 7, 8. 8, 9. I have to just go for it. Yeah, I have to just go for it, I think. If they have it, they have it. I mean, they have to have it. Yeah, they have to have it. Yeah, if they counter here, they just win the game. I guess if they counter here, I'll just go ahead and attack their units instead. So 7. We have the 2 done that we can transfer with my dragon, by the way, right? So remember that. They took it. 7. 7. 8. 9. 10, 11 twice. Yeah, I guess we just go 9. We'll go 9 and then we'll go 11 twice. Yeah. So we'll have to just go 11 twice and hope that's enough. By the way, going 11 and 11 is better than going 10 and 12. So yeah, we'll just go like this, 11. And if you have it, you have it. 11. So 2K, 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 and a 1K. Yeah, they got it. Yeah, I had to go for it. Going 11 and 11, the math is actually better. The opponent just ended up getting literally all 2Ks from their life, huh? So they ended up getting all the 2Ks from their life, which is all that they needed. Oh, that kid would have been so good. That kid would have made the math. Oh, man. They had just enough. If any one of those cards in their life was not a 2K or was not a counter, they lost. They had just enough. So I guess if I went for the 10 and 12, depends when they drew the Weevil, I guess. Then it would have probably worked out if I went 10 and 12. So it might be at the, you guys might be questioning that 11-11, but again, if you do the math, 11-11 going the same number on that last life is actually usually always better than going for 1 less and 1 more. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Yamato. This is gonna be a tough match, huh? Yeah, this is gonna be a tough match. I'm gonna keep. I like the Karasu. I like the Karasu. The problem is how much damage I'm gonna be taking here. I mean, I am a 5 life leader though, so that kind of gives me some value. I won't be able to play Sanji in this game though, right? I don't think Sanji makes sense. It's kind of cool though to do it and be able to, yeah, no, it also makes sense. It also makes sense in this game. I need a counter. I need all the counter I can get to survive. We're gonna go Karasu and just attack for 5 next turn. Let them push their 8k damage here. We'll go down to 3. It does enable their trigger cards though, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, if they attack for 8, I have to just take it. Yep. It's fine. We'll go Karasu. I like the Karasu a lot. Just start forcing the opponent to have more cards to be able to actually counter out. Because, again, we're just trying to get them down to 0 for this Luffy. Next turn, we can attack for 7 twice. Or do we want to just develop this Ivankov instead? Okay. Do I want to just develop the Ivankov instead or attack for 7 twice? I guess, honestly, if the opponent takes one of these hits... Yeah, so this one we can counter. Okay. Too many Luffys, right? If the opponent takes one of these hits, I can just play Kick Killer, right? We'll just go like this, 7. Wish I could have attacked with the Karasu first, but this only lets you move to one of your characters, not move it to your leader, right? Otherwise, I could have gone Karasu first and then moved the 2 down to my dragon to actually force the opponent to have double 2k counter. But I do like the idea of just going Kick Killer anyways and just not stepping the foot off the pedal. And just keeping all my done. Unfortunately, I have too many non-counter cards here. Come on, man. Maybe they're playing around the Kick Killer. Okay, so they gave me 2 cards here. All right, so we'll go like this. This is gonna be another two 2Ks that they have to give me. If they do counter this, I might just actually go in Inazuma here. Although I hate using up my card that have counter on it. Maybe we just go Kick Killer anyways, even if the opponent gives me 2 2Ks. Okay, they didn't give me 2 2Ks, so this makes it easier because now this is going to be a lot harder for them to block. We're just looking now for the 8-cost dragon. We have the Luffy, right? So I'm not scared of like any blockers. We have more rushers. We can throw Luffy next turn as well. I need to start getting some of my... I want Karasu to live. Karasu living will be very clutch. So maybe I try to defend Karasu. Like putting... Okay, so yeah, they have to give me 3 cards. 3 cards this time around. So Nami, you're the one who should disappear again, and another Dofi. I think opponent knows that this game is going to finish before we get to that 10 done turn, right? So the funny part here is that these are both very key units for them to kill. We don't have a lot of counter though. This is my only downside. Next turn we have 8 down, so we can go like Luffy. So we can go Luffy. Okay, opponent had nothing. Wait, look at this hand. Holy crap. They could have killed both units, but then they wouldn't have been able to do anything. Holy crap, that's unfortunate. It's a greedy deck that unfortunately just got eaten up alive by the aggression that we put out. So GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games of Dragon, right? So the Black Yellow Luffy matchup. We got to see why we play Luffy, right? Also, we obviously Dragon put in a lot of work as well, but Luffy's really nice in that matchup, right? Because even if the opponent does have the Sabos, once they start losing more cards, the Luffy's able to get in there and just be able to get through it. Now, because the opponent is usually a 9k leader, it does mean that you usually only, like, you have to wait until they only have 1 card left, as we saw in today's game, to really guarantee that this Luffy can actually kill them. Otherwise, they could potentially defend into it. But the good thing is that if you have another unit on the field, like Dragon, you can put 2 down on the Dragon first, attack for 11, force the Sabo blocker, and then go Luffy and attack into them, right? And maybe they get greedy and counter, etc. So you just get, I still think you want to put a lot of aggression and you don't want to give them time in that matchup, because if they have enough time, then they'll be able to like slowly get into their Gecko Moria and do their stuff, and you don't want them to do that. Just attack as much as possible and forget about it. The Dofi matchups is also all about aggression, and I think that like you kind of got to see that in the one game that I went more aggressive, I was able to be much successful. In the other game where I kind of like opted to kind of clear some of their units, it was like, you know. Obviously, the opponent kind of had a more accurate hand in the game that we won because of the gravity blades and all that stuff they had in their hand, and it was still very close, right? But hey, you gotta just go for it and see if they have it, right? And that's what we ended up doing there. And then the last game against Yamato, unfortunately for the Yamato player, the Kick Killers just end up putting a lot of pressure, just being this rush card, and that's again why we play all these rushers. It just lets us just put all this big value, and I'm a 5 life leader, so I don't care about taking the first swing that they do at us, because I can just still be at 3, and I can still just do other stuff, and you kind of get to see that. But anyways, having a lot of fun with Dragon. So we have one more video with Dragon coming out tomorrow. So if you want to keep up to date with that, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund with streaming now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Now, enjoy your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.